What's that video with the kids with the big hair? So I don't have to be right all the time to make money. You could be right 20% of the time with proper risk management and money management. You could still come out ahead. But in my case, I'm right most of the time, like the market never going down and seeing enough of the market never going down to understand that when it does go down, that it never lasts. And the levels that we capitulate to are your new generational lows, and the foundation that you build are your new stops. So this morning I was on with Joel Elconin and Dennis Stick, and they're kind of chuckling, right? But about what I was saying, how as the bear, I went on the show right before Tariff Tantrum, and we were looking at the cues, and I was like, hey, if they break 470 here, and then they were saying this could get a lot worse. I'm like, yeah, it could get a lot worse, and it probably will, but then it'll come back. And like, yeah, you had a crystal ball. I'm like, it's not a crystal ball to keep saying if the market crashes, inevitably it comes back. That's not a really bold statement, right? But if you're with us on live every day, we've been bullish since April 9th, and we haven't changed. Every dip is a buy. We crashed. It's past tense. And what I've learned is that when you crash, that frightens people. Now they get bearish. That's the mistake, right? So just like the media, now when the media started calling for the recession and the bear market, it was over. It doesn't mean the cues can't roll over and we can't have some down days from here, but it's past tense. The market crashed. It's not a bear market, just like COVID. It crashed. We didn't go into it was if you want to call it a bear market's a prolonged downtrend where you don't rally and it's boring and awful. We don't that market doesn't exist anymore. So even during the crash and the rollovers and the destruction, that's not a bear market. It's a bearish market. We've never even, a bear market was after we crashed 2002, we kind of went sideways, but still, it's never really a bear market. It really never is. But when they start calling it that, that usually is a great time to buy. And now, once again, you've seen the market come back, and you didn't have to participate in this. You don't have to participate in this from the first day, once it was confirmed. And even if you didn't want to believe the 428.50 on the cues when it was confirmed to be bullish because we didn't break down under the April 8th, 7th, 8th, and 9th areas, then we consolidated above 443.14. Once we were above 443.14 and we consolidated there, then you had to get to 462. 462 broke, and then we went to the April 8th or 9th, whatever candle that day was. We broke above that high. Now that's your new support. So that's 469.50. So once we got over once we dipped under 469.50, but we didn't break the 462.50, then we rallied above 469.50. Now 469.50 is your support. And the fear of missing out immediately is greater always than the fear of losing money. And that's just market sentiment for humans. The computers don't give a shit. You're trading algorithmic. It's all rigged. All this is pre-programmed. Don't you get it yet? So if then this stock goes here. If we break this price and pull back to hold it, the next thing is already pre-programmed now. So now the cues tried to sell off. If the cues go to this price and hold, then it breaks the next price. If it breaks this price, then it goes to the next price. The computers don't care about tariffs or who the president is. They don't care about the next shoe to drop or the rug pull. Right now, you just stick with the computers. The computers are telling you we're going higher. You prior day high break, bullish. So if you were still afraid to buy this market, prior high break, prior high break, prior high break, confirmation of VWAP, prior day VWAP, and prior high break. What's not to buy? Right? You love Tesla, right? What's not to buy, right? By the way, just on the bigger picture, right? Just because Trump whipped out a piece of cardboard with a bunch of numbers on it and everybody freaked out, was the AI generation just canceled? Were we not going to go into the future? Was quantum computing not going to be a thing? Is Tesla not going to colonize Mars? Nothing changed. It's just they stole money by, hey man, I'm going to crash the markets next week. Let's buy some S&P puts and some QQ puts. Watch what I'm going to say. I'm going to whip out this really big piece of cardboard and the market's going to tank. I'm just going to keep screaming tariffs and throwing out percentages and everyone's going to freak out. Stay short. All right, cool. Hey, what did I tell you? Oh man, I know. Whoa, you see where the Qs are? Holy shit. They're dipping under 420 now. August lows. Let's start covering slowly here. All right, cool. All right. Now for my next trick, I'm gonna cancel everything that I just said. Ready? All right, wait. Hang on. I'm gonna do everybody a favor. Hold on. Yeah, I got CNBC on the other line. Hey, tell everybody to start buying QQQ calls right now. Wait, you're telling the other people to buy it too? Yeah, I'm trying to help everybody right now. Everybody buy the market right now. And we had a 38-point candle. And what's happened since that day, right? What's happened since that day? The bull market has happened, right? So then what happens? Oh, I don't feel safe buying it. Why not? The bottom's in. If you're wrong, you sell it there. Oh, I don't feel safe getting in. Why not? We just consolidated a higher level. If we break down, you sell it there. Oh, I should have bought in. Now I'm going to wait for a pullback. It's never going to pull back. You better buy now. Oh, I should have bought. Now it's going higher. And all the while, the shorts are going, oh, please pull back so I can cover my shorts. So the longs want in, the buy on dippers want in, the shorts want to cover. How exactly are we going to go down? You get it now? Do you get it? You get it? It's the same thing. For the love of God, people. Do you get it? Fire your broker. If you're paying 20% of your profits for someone to manage your money in this market, for what? So they can tell you to buy the dip, we never go down? Has anybody caught on yet? We never go down. I called my father hey, why you should be buying puts on the Qs. Why? So I could throw money out the window when the market comes roaring back? I guess you're right. And the same mantra right now. Who's buying up here? How come we're still going up? I don't understand. Great. Now you understand, right? There's too many moving parts. They can't break the market. To the guy that was yelling at me about UVXY and UVIX. He says, oh, wait, so let me get this straight as he responds to one of my posts as I was saying how I'm going to short UVXY and the UVIX right back to where they came from. So let me get this straight. You're going to be the guy that top ticks the volatility products in the first black swan event that this market's seen in 50 years. Yeah, I guess I am going to be that guy. And here I am, that guy. You know why? Because there is no unprecedented event. The shit's all been baked in. All of it. You don't think the market knew that he was coming out with that piece of cardboard? We're looking 20%, 15%. Let me just name some countries nobody's heard of, and I'm just say percentage. What do you got? That's a country? Samoa? Really? That's a country? Samoa, 28%. Philippines, 38%. And if they don't, I mean, Vietnam, 82%, 13%. What did I say? What country is that? Uruguay. Uruguay? Who's Uruguay? I'm Uruguay. Uruguay, 18%. I mean, did you see him laughing with his buddy that day? Hey, Charles Schwab, how'd you make out today? Oh, 900 million? What'd you do? Oh, 1.2 billion? right? I mean, the guy basically said, "Hey, I'm going to cancel all this stuff. I don't know what I'm doing," but he knows what he's doing. He crashed the market, took all your money. And even if you've decided, like last week, right, when you should have decided already, or maybe 4 days ago, or maybe just 2 days ago, 2 days ago, Wednesday, when they threw the GDP. All right, let's try to do, I don't know, let's do something like, I don't know, GDP, put a negative number after it. Maybe that'll freak people out of the market. All right, cool, let's try it. GDP numbers coming out today. Oh, all right, now spread it across all the news. Oh, yeah, I'm getting Yahoo, Briefing, Bloomberg. Everyone's screaming at me with the GDP number 0.03%. Oh, market's tanking today with reconfirmed worries about the recession. And then 25 minutes later, nobody gave a shit. Oh, I better redo this paper I was about to write about the recession that was coming to kill us all. It's the same shit every day, every week, every month, every year. Unprecedented, my ass. You want to know what will be unprecedented? Gamma. When New York City becomes Monster Island, and if you guys aren't watching these shows, you got to watch this show. If you guys got like Godzilla and the old Monster Island from Channel 5 and Channel 11, I'm talking old school, 50s, 60s. Old Godzilla, guy in the mask. There was a movie called Zero something, Godzilla Zero. That was good. But this is a show. It's the greatest show involving monsters that's ever been made, and no one knows about it. And I don't even remember the name of the. It was called. It was something Monster Island on Apple TV with what's it called? Is it called Monster Island? No, it's not called Monster Island. Jeff Bridges, not Jeff Bridges. What Monarch? Legacy of Monsters. The best show if you're into monsters. What the hell's my point? Oh, that's my point. You want to know unprecedented? Gamera, remember Gamera? That's the turtle that would spin around. Gamera, Rodan with the fucking arms. Rodan was the big, Rodan. Monster Zero, 3 heads. Fucking Gamera comes out of the ground, starts fighting Godzilla, knocking over buildings. That's an unprecedented event, and the market would probably sell off for a whole 2 weeks. Right? And then we'd have the Gamera reconstruction party. Godzilla's been defeated. Oh, we're all celebrating Rodan Day. And we'd rebuild New York, and the market would be at all-time highs in 6 months. Unprecedented. Roku shorted. I don't care where it is. Roku's going to zero. Why? Where is it? No, buy it. It was a great buy today, my friend. Look, faux show, bro, VWAP break. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. But if they reported earnings and it broke VWAP, you buy it. I just think it's going to zero inevitably. With HIMS, a lot of these stocks. I'm going to be right about this also. Roku will be at zero one of these days. Roku is a waste of a company. Roku is almost as wasteful as paying 20% for someone to manage your money right now. Pay me. Pay me for a couple of years, and I'll save you the, you're paying with 0.0083% with me. I'll teach you more about the market than anybody on the face of the planet. Paying 20% so somebody could buy the dip for you, or worse, sells you out of your position, then has to buy it back higher. Oh, good for you. I mean, with every ETF and index fund and every possible leverage product that exists, who pays 20%? should pay my father to teach you how to be a long-term investor, right? He sold calls against his position in the Qs, right? In the money, 6 months out. He's like, all right, this will cushion the blow if we don't come back within 6 months. What are we, 3 weeks later? We're already back to 490 on the Qs, 50 points off the highs, 10% away from all-time highs, right? And all my liberal friends, if you're out there watching this, what did I tell you? You're going to go rally against you're anti, oh, he's stealing our money. Don't you remember you're in the stock market? It tends to fall 20% almost every 3 to 5 years, like clockwork. And every 3 to 5 years, it's a different bullshit story to make the market correct. Sometimes it's just organic and algorithmic. And sometimes they help it along by concocting some bullshit story like yen carry, which was bullshit. Tariff tantrum, bullshit. Oh, but Kenny, you haven't even seen the full effects of it. Haven't I? Haven't I? Doesn't matter. And let me tell you something. Even if it does matter, right? And they start charging $1,500 for a $1,200 phone, guess what? You're going to pay the $1,500. If that car you was about to buy was $62,000, now it's at $64,000, guess what? You're going to pay it. You're going to pay it. Problem solved, right? At least I'm making a stand. I canceled my trip. I was supposed to go to Vegas. Airlines are charging me $1,200 to fly to Vegas. I was like, you know what? I'm not going. You want to stop inflation? Stop paying up. The Sphere wants to start tickets at $450. I mean, people are paying $700,000 to go see the remnants of the Grateful Dead. I'm going to pay $7,000 to fly across the country 2 nights. The hotels are $600 a night, $1,200 to get there. You know what I did? I was like, you know what? I'll save that money. I'll put it on. I'll buy some SRAD with it, and bang. I'd rather own some stocks than pay stupid prices for stuff that ridiculous. So you want to blame Biden for inflation? Blame your wife. Tell her to stop buying shit. And by the way, it's amazing how I talked to 2 people yesterday. One guy's talking about how the grocery prices are down. I'm like, why? Because you read that somewhere? So then he showed me this chart. I'm like, but how about you go to the store? By the way, the kids, people, the kids. Made some of my money back. If they're faux show bro and the kids, people, the kids. They've been faux show broing it for the last hour and a half. Faux show bro, faux show bro, faux show bro. We got one less bro to go, ho. Made my money back on this dumb stock. Almost got hammered earlier. It broke VWAP. I got very excited, and then I had to sell it immediately. But look now, faux show bro, faux show bro, faux show bro. Anyway, what are we talking about? What was I just talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. Who cares? They're out there protesting. Protest this if you're out there listening. You got kids or you got some family members that are out there protesting. Protest this. Protest this. You know where I'm going, right? You know what? I'll keep it to myself today. You know what I'm talking about. Protest the fact that there's terrorists running around the country still with freedom. We got to bring back billy clubs. Let the cops beat these people. So what's going to happen on Monday, you ask, right? Who cares? Who cares what happens on Monday? I'll tell you what's going to happen on Monday. The market's going to try to go down, and then it's not, and then it's going to go up. And you're going to use the levels where it tried to go down as your stops in case it does go down, but it's not going to go down. And then it's going to go up. And you're going to make money. What's going to happen on Tuesday? Well, I'll tell you. There's going to be 8 or 9 companies that report earnings. 2 are going to gap and stay up. 2 are going to be gap down. They're going to go break VWAP, and they're going to go up. And 2 are going to gap down and keep going down, right? But the market, it'll go up. What's going to happen on Wednesday? Some similar to that other stuff, right? I know. He's already agreeing. I already know the future. Market's going to try to go down. It's not going to go down. It's going to go up. Right now, it's about the kids. Here we go. If they start flashing massive size on the offer, KIDZ, they start throwing some big orders out there at 785, 790, we should be good. Right? You see how we just got rejected at the VWAP? That's to be expected. All this hard work, reversion to the VWAP. So the sellers are there, right? Now consolidation, we consolidate between 750 and 785. We break the 785. The next leg up should get us to the 805. And then hopefully we get back to the 850. And then if this stock by some freaking chance is at pre-market highs later today, it's going to 1,000. I'm not even exaggerating. But I'm trying to figure out, I was on with Dennis and Joel today, and they were kind of like laughing about the idea. I was like, they're like, oh, so you have a crystal ball? I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I was like, when I was on the show with them last time, right? They were so super bearish, and I was like, that's not going to last, right? They're like, I heard you're the most bullish bear there is. I'm like, no, I just live in reality, knowing that the market never stays down. And they're like, well, this time seems to be different. I was like, did you just say that and meant it? This time's different? Yeah, okay. This time is different. Right. Stagflation. Stagflation was going to kill us all. By the way, that take two trade is still on, right? You're above the orange line now. See that? You got the faux, the show. Now you're back to the orange line. You're consolidating at upper levels. There's still no reason not to be in this stock, right? It's just been a grind. But we're in a bull market. What do you do in a bull market? You wait, you wait, you wait, and then the stock goes up. And if it doesn't, you sell it.
Kenny, all right. I understand you like the Apple and the Amazon and the Qs. I'm going to give you a hard one. How about this Take Two Interactive?
Buy it. That was the conversation today. I was like, did they report earnings? Yes. Is it below the VWAP right now? Yes. Great. When it breaks over VWAP, buy it.
Kenny, you seem to make trading really simple.
It is.
So let me get this straight, Kenny. So you buy the stock when it breaks over the VWAP. Okay, I got that part. What do you do if it doesn't go up after you buy it?
I sell it.
So let me get this straight, Kenny. You buy the stock. All right. It starts to go up. Then it starts to go down. Do you sell it right there?
No. I sell it if it breaks those prior lows.
Kenny, you seem like you have it all figured out. You make it sound so easy.
It is.
All right, so can you elaborate? What happens if you buy the stock and then it starts to go up? What do you do then, Kenny?
I sell some of it.
Kenny, you're making this sound to be too easy.
Because it is.
All right, so what happens after the stock? You sell some and then it starts to go back down. What do you do then?
Sometimes I sell it, but now I raise my stop to my break-even price. So if it breaks back below where I bought it, I sell the rest. But at least I've made some money.
Kenny, you're making this sound so simple. Is there a way we can follow you live on these trades?
Yeah. I've been doing a show since 2007. Yeah. And there's this trade that shows up. It seems to work every time I show it to people. Maybe you should try it.
All right, Kenny. Great talking to you. It seems like you got it all figured out. Great to see you. Good. All right, that's Kenny Glick, everybody. We love him. All right, great. And he wore a jacket today, so you can trust this guy. You can trust him.
kind of how the show went today. I was like, am I being mocked here?
Now, Kenny, that's just the tone. That's just the tone of my voice nowadays. That's the way I talk now. Kenny, I heard you buying a Tesla because you think they're going to colonize Mars.
Yes. That's exactly why I'm buying it. Tell me they're not going to colonize Mars.
Well, Kenny, that seems a kind of outlandish. Oh, wow, the stock's up 70 points since you bought it. I guess they're colonizing Mars. Fantastic. Right here with Kenny Glick from that Hit the Bid Radio. We don't know if we can trust him. He wears sweatshirts at 50. He wears sweatshirts. Who wears hooded sweatshirts over 50? You probably wear cargo shorts too, right?
Yeah, I do. Why?
All right, Kenny. Kenny, it seems like the Qs are hitting all-time highs.
I know. Isn't it crazy?
Kenny, thanks for that tip on Take Two Interactive. Great try. Maybe I should go on the internet and say, hey, you did get everything right that we spoke about this morning. Nah, fuck it. I'll just keep that comment to myself. We don't want to let everybody know Kenny makes trading this easy. Nobody would listen to us then. Hey, look at the Qs hitting highs for the day. Crazy times. Crazy. Ask me again. Who's buying it up here, right? I love that conversation. Who's buying up here?
Who's not is the question. Who's not buying up here? Everyone's buying up here. Right? It's the only game in town, and it's leaving without you. New highs, baby. New highs. I love Tesla.
Kenny, do you know the CEO of Take Two Interactive was indicted in fraud? Why would you be getting into the stock?
Because it broke VWAP.
Kenny, you're making it sound much too easy. Don't you do some due diligence into what these companies do? The analyst expectations and the EBITDA?
No, I could give a shit.
Kenny, you're a mind-blowing individual. It's amazing that you still do this after all this time. Maybe you do something. Maybe you do know what you're talking about. Probably not. You wear sweatshirts. Who wears sweatshirts? Kenny, the Qs are hitting highs right now. What should I be doing?
Well, they're probably going to go to 492.50, so you could sell some here, but I wouldn't sell it all.
So what do you say, Kenny? Sell some of it and hold on in case it goes higher?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. See, now you figured out trading right there. You figured it out. There you go.
The Wizard's here. The Wizard could kill us all. The Wizard's buying Amazon yesterday in the aftermarket. The Wizard's buying Wolf, telling me to buy Wolf. Who the hell buys this stock? Next thing you know, it's up 48%. The Wizard can't be stopped. Wizard's buying the kids now, right? On that dip, didn't you buy it? 725, the Wizard. Who the hell's the Wizard? I don't know. What do you want to know? Kenny, some people think your playful manner, sometimes your condescending, off-putting nature makes you seem like you don't know what you're talking about. Maybe that's the problem, Kenny.
Well, that's why I do it live, so then you know whether or not I'm full of shit.
That's a good point, Kenny. I appreciate that.
See, I don't need friends. I can just have conversations with myself all day.
You certainly can, Kenny.
By the way, see that Roku? Thanks for pointing that out, right? See, I like buying stocks that I hate because the chart's telling me so, right? You got yourself a faux show, bro, ass crack VWAP break, and I'm assuming they reported earnings if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh, oh, did they? Oh, did they? I don't even check yet. Ooh. Oh, wait, there it is. Roku shares are trading lower after the company issued far positive guidance below estimates. Why is the stock going up now, Kenny? Can you explain that? I certainly can. Because stocks that break VWAP that report earnings go up.
Kenny, you're making it sound way too easy. So let me get this straight. You don't know anything about Roku. Rosenblatt maintains a neutral on Roku. How does that make you feel? Needham reiterates a buy with an 88 price target. How does that make you feel, Kenny?
I don't know any people named Rosenblatt or Needham, so I don't really give a shit. But if it breaks VWAP and then breaks the 930 high, I'm interested.
Kenny, you're making this seem way, way too easy.
Because it is. It is sometimes this easy where you're just buying it on a blue line and holding it till it gets to the orange line.
What's the orange line, Kenny? Some fancy technological scanner that you invented using NASA scientists?
No. And by the way, look at my kids now, Joel. Look at the kids go. KIDZ. Where did it just go?
805. You see the print right there? That's 8. Kenny, you said 805. It only went to $8. Kenny, you're wrong.
Okay, wait for it. It'll get to 805. Give it a second.
What if it doesn't, Kenny? It's the moment of truth. Put up or shut up now, Kenny. What are you going to do?
I probably have to sell it if it goes back into 750, if it doesn't break 805 right now. You good with that?
Kenny, you're a magic man. Kenny, do you know anything about this stock? This kids. It says it's called class over holdings, Kenny. What do they hold? What kind of class are they holding over? What do you know? Why would you buy this stock, Kenny? It doesn't look like something our long-term investors would be interested in.
Well, long-term investing to me is about 8 minutes. So kind of like my sex life.
Kenny, that's a funny one. I heard about you and your sex life. When you have it, when you've been married 25 years, it's amazing you even get laid every once in a while.
I know.
But Kenny, while we're sitting there, the cues keep hitting higher highs. Thank you for this trade, Kenny. You're amazing. Now, if this kid gets over 805, I'm going to be very impressed with you, Kenny. As we're trading here live with Kenny Glick. Live. He's logged the cues since the open. Trading in and out of this kid stock. KIDZ, is it, Kenny? Is it KIDZ or KIDS? I don't want to buy the wrong stock here. KIDZ, you idiot. Kenny, that's where that condescending nature comes in. I'll let that one slide, Kenny.
I am recording this. I'm on. I'm on live on YouTube. These guys are watching. I'm going to send it to Joel and Dennis. Like it was as if he didn't remember the last conversation. Like he was getting super bearish when the Qs were flirting with 470. I was like, we break 470, we go to 450. 450 get you 420. 420 get you 395. And then we'll probably capitulate down there, break back over 420, and rally for the rest of our lives. Exactly what I said. Crazy, Kenny. They fear you. That's why. They don't want to admit. You better. They're jealous. I'll be damned. Great, Kenny. I've been watching you. Oh, the kids. This is it right here. Right here, Joel. Right here at $8. 805 in your face, Joel. There you go. Sold. 825, 837, 831. 850s are coming. Ah! In your face. In your face. Oh! Top ticking that bitch right there. Woo!
Still got some. Don't sell it all at one price now, kids. You waited all day for this move. Where's it going to go next, Kenny? 1,000. How's that? What if I told you a stock was going to go to 1,000? You're going to buy it here at $8? You're going to look at my pretty face all day. Try to pretend that I didn't tell you to buy this stock about 20 minutes ago. It's $6.75. Kenny, I wasn't here. I can't trust you on that one. Even though it seems like you know what you're talking about. I can't trust you. I mean, you do wear sweatshirts. At the age of 53, you're still wearing hooded sweatshirts with logos on it? What's the matter with you, Kenny? Have some couth. 843. That's me on the offer. Don't buy it from me. Oh, 41. Kenny, you told me 843. You only went to 842. What's wrong with you? Wait for it. All right. 792 is my out on the rest when this thing rolls over and tanks and goes to zero. 792. So, Kenny, let me get this straight. What do I do? You put a stop at 792. What does that exactly mean? It means you put a stop in. So if the stock goes down, or let me say this even better, Joel. When the stock goes down to 792, we sell the rest of what we got. So are you implying that you've sold already? Yeah. What part did you not hear me selling 805, 825, and trying to sell some at 843? Are you not paying attention? All right, Kenny. Kenny, what about this Roku? I bought the Roku too. You seem to know what you're doing right here. I'm up $1 since we've been sitting here on the Roku trade. You say in one case it's going out of business, but yet the stock keeps going up. You're a savvy bastard, Kenny. Can I be more like you? Maybe my wife would give it up every once in a while too. Maybe she would. We're talking about the kids. We got the Roku, we got the kids, and we got the Qs. We can't be stopped. We can't be stopped. We won't be stopped. We won't be stopped. And we do it live. Live, I tell you. Come on, 843. 835. Come on, 835. Let's go. 37. Come on, 843. Right now. Right now. We can't be stopped. 37s are trading. 38s are trading. Here we go. 39s are trading. 40s are trading. Here we go. Here we go. One time. Once we sell some more at 843, then we don't even sell anymore. 842, 843, 843. Sold to you, motherfucker. Yeah. 843. Out. I still got a little bit left, but I just sold some to you at 843. You like that? You like that? Oh, no. Was that the end of the trade? Well, it is going to be for the end of the trade if it starts ticking 792. You like that top tick, right? Ah, look at that top tick. Where's the top tick? Woo, baby. Big size on the offer. You know what that means? Buyer, buyer, buyer in your face. 55s, 55, just sold. 55, don't sell any more of it. 792 or zero. Now you hold. Now you hold as they rip and fucking tear their shorts heads off, and we crush this thing, and it's traded $30 in the aftermarket tonight. Who's going for oysters? This guy. I told you this kid's stock would be back. There's too much going on here. There's too much going on, I told you. You just got to wait for the faux show, bro, ho. Now, if we get back above where I almost got my ass kicked, that would be awesome. I was buying this thing at freaking 875 earlier. Here we go. Almost back to 875 right here. Oh no. I just sold it all by accident. I'm out. Shitty ball. All right. I just accidentally sold all of I got left. All right. Now I'm out of it. So it probably will go to $100. Now the question is, Joel, do I have the balls to buy it back now? I don't. I just want to go away now.
All right, we made all of our money back and then some on the kids trade. And I just accidentally sold all of it. I was going to put a stop on and I forgot I changed my order entry to limit. So as soon as I let go of the button, I was like, "Hey, where'd my shares go? Hey, Davy, where'd my shorts go? Hey, anybody remember that show? Hey, Davy." All right, I fucking lost my mind tonight. Man, I don't know what was in that weed yesterday. Woo! Hey, Davy. You know what I'm talking about? What was that show called? David and Goliath? Oh no, this kid's gonna leave without me now. Oh no. Somebody call my wife. Hey, Davy. Right, it was some crazy, weird Mormon show they made us watch. It was like claymation with the dog and the kid. Just remember, drugs are bad, Davy. Nobody has any idea what I'm talking about. Is anybody even here? I've just been ranting and raving to myself. Me and the voice in my head criticizing my trades. So listen, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, as I've been right about everything, the only thing I'm wrong about was I was hoping that we would get a chance to buy some cues cheaper, but they're not giving us that chance. Just like the kids, right? The kids, right? They gave us a chance. Luckily, we sold it. I held it overnight. That's how much I liked what I was seeing yesterday. Goofing around, woke up, sold it, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I could buy it again. Oh, nice." And then I almost got fucking hammered right there, man. That was me. Took my size up. Next thing you know, see, it's okay to be wrong. Just don't stay wrong. Look, it's solid. Solid. Cocaine, hell of a drug, right? Stereo Mike wasn't having any part of that kid straight. He's like, "All right, it's my turn." I couldn't even get a word in. There you go. We were in the middle of a conversation. Next thing you know, he's like, "All right, time for the music. All right, I'm on a schedule here. Come on, all right. I got shit to do here." I'm like, "All right, I guess we're not talking about." All right, great, music's on. All right, let's go.
I know you want to. I know you want to.
We had a friend on. He was my friend. He was going to DJ at 10 o'clock, but between 9 and 10, he kept just jumping in because he was already partying apparently at his house, as was I. It took me like about an hour to get a point out that usually would make me. I'd be done with it in about 2.5 minutes. And then we started talking about something else, and then he just throws the music on. I'm like, "Oh, I guess the dance party's starting now." I guess the dance party's starting right now. Hey, by the way, if you're still in the kids, you should be in it. It's consolidating at higher levels. This thing is gonna rip. There is no out unless it breaks the 8. Actually, 805, where I first started selling on the burst. 805. 805, 789 are your outs. If not, and let me tell you how this is all going to pan out. If it stays above VWAP and consolidates above VWAP for the rest of the afternoon, and you break the high of the day, which is 916, buy it. 916 gets you 1029. If this kid stock is somehow above 1029, and I'm saying in our lifetime, be in it. For all we know, we just top ticked it. It's never going up again. I don't know. Maybe. I doubt it. But if it's above 1029, I don't care what time it is, I'm in. Because if this is above aftermarket high, all time high, I'm in. Right now, looks like it was a pretty good out. But man, if they fake it, shake it, and do it again, oh baby. So right now, what are we hoping for? With 3 hours left, Solid Jello's here. We should hear what he has to say. I hope. No, let me say this differently. I believe that the market and my friend Andy, if we pull back, it will only be a buying opportunity. So what I hope and I pray for is some sort of market sell-off so we can buy the dip and make our way to save Wataneo. All right. I'm going to go punch bricks. So that's all I got left. I got no Apple on, but I was thinking about buying Apple for the close. So we had some fun with the 207 fit. Oh, you know what? We had 207.50s at 37 cents. Banged them out of 52, 65, 75, 99. Now they're at 14 cents. If the 207.50s go nickel, you see where I'm going with this one? The 207.50s for a nickel with like 3 hours left in the day for a 20 lot for a hundy. Take some of that money we made earlier, throw it back. You guys following me on this? You hear what I'm saying? These are where the ideas come in between all the ranting and raving. And y'all should still be long the queues, giggling your ass off, right? You guys are still long the queues in some respect, right? The kids trade was just icing on the cake on the day now. But now we got a couple of $100 bills that we could throw on fire, right? Solid Jello's here. He loves that part. 207.50s for a nickel for 20 contracts. That's not a bad $100 to throw. And I'm sorry the Knicks won. I lost money. I thought the Knicks were definitely losing that game yesterday. And I even doubled down. I was like, no way they're coming back. Meanwhile, that was an impressive game. But you know what you're going to do now? You're going to bet heavy against the Knicks again. Because there's no way they're sweeping the... Well, we'll talk about it some other time. Meanwhile, back in another dimension, Dave has 3 good trades on. $207.50 calls Apple. They're 12 by 13, bidding 20 for a nickel. Somebody wants to sell me 20 for a nickel? I'm in. $100. Why not? Am I out of the UVXY hold? No, bro. No. I should have, but I couldn't get a borrow at 57.50. And by the time, I secured some, I was going to do 30,000 shares of it. It was over. And I was really hoping they got it over 65. I was really hoping they were going to get the thing into the 90s. And then, I had some money set aside. I had backers too to help me. And I told you, it's going to take me like 2 years. See, if I just would have held this Tesla. Love Tesla. Right? Tesla. Oh my God, really? Holy crap. Look, it's the faux show, bro, we talked about from last night. That prior level from support. Look, that red line was there. Why did I draw that red line? That must have been a major spot from some other trade. Let's take a look. 2 days worth of VWAP. 3 days. How about 4 days? How about 5? How about 5 days around a 5 minute? Oh, that price we held was the breakout price from yesterday on the faux show, bro. That's aftermarket, actually. Interesting. What's up? What's up is that we're about to just cash out of the last position and wait to see what we're going to do for the next 3 or 4 hours. I'm buying 207.50 calls on Apple. That's one of my lottos. And if the Qs by some chance pull back, we're going 287.50s. If we get a chance to buy, seriously, if we get the chance to buy 287.50s back for 20 cents, there's no reason to think that's happening unless the market sells off, right? So if we could sell off, which we probably won't. So if we could sell off, we test VWAP, right? Breaks VWAP, pulls back. I'm thinking maybe the market can sneak one past the bulls, get the bears a little encouraged, break VWAP, pull back, Qs go back to 485.81, 487.50s would be down around 20 cents, and then we turn and rip their heads off into the close. It doesn't look like we're ever going to pull back, but if we do, that's what I'm going to trade. I'm going to buy calls on the Qs on a pullback. By the way, this kids ain't going away. Look, the pullbacks, it's in a mini downtrend right now, but it's hanging in there. See, lesser high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So maybe you get a chance at this one again too. Breaks down. If this thing goes back to 720 and holds, turns, then you're a fan. I love Tesla. By the way, I have a portfolio now. It consists of SRAD, Tesla, and Palantir. You guys want to buy some SRAD? Do it. Do it. SRAD. I love Tesla. Look at it go. Ooh. Ooh, if we break recent highs, ooh, what's going to happen to Tesla? What's going to happen when we break those recent highs? I don't know. Last Friday, I was in a car when this was happening, right? This was last Friday, right? What's today? Wait a minute. I was in a car and I owned Tesla. That was Friday. It was the 25th. Oh, yeah. And then it broke it then, yeah. Oh, we already passed last week's highs. The next day's highs was 294.86. By the way, if you want to see something weird and coincidental, the other kids is hitting new highs too. The kids. It's kids all over the place. Look. There's another stock, KIDS. And if you don't think that stock's going up because of this stock going up, you haven't been watching the market. That's exactly why it's going up. That's why there used to be a stock called Tesla, TLSA, for dyslexic Tesla owners, right? It's Tanzani Life Sciences. Every once in a while, you'd buy the wrong stock because remember when Tesla was going up every day for like 18 months? This stock was going up too because people were buying the wrong symbol. Oh, I didn't know I could buy Tesla or Telsa. It's only $1.30. What's all the hoopla about? So you guys know about SRAD? Let me tell you about SRAD. Not only is this stock going to 50, it's going to 50, right? And it's going to do it after they report earnings. It's going to be a gap and go. Now I'm getting psycho, right? Am I actually going to own a stock that reports earnings and goes up? Never happens to me. But I think this is the one. They pre-announce their earnings. Usually people don't pre-announce when they got something good to say. They pre-announce to cushion the blow of something more awful to happen. This company pre-announced earnings. They did a small offering. I think that's what it was. They're like, look, our earnings are going to be awesome. Oh, by the way, we're also going to offer some more shares. And the stock is now getting bought. Super bullish. I'm going long and strong into the report with leverage. With leverage. Hello. With Kool-Aid. So if you guys know about Sports Radar, you should. SRAD, they'll be reporting on, I believe, May something or other. They're out of Switzerland. What bad? But nothing bad can happen. Nothing bad comes out of Switzerland. Oh wait. Apple probably getting 207.50s for a nickel. What, did it hit yet? We're at 9 cents. Maybe even buy them at 2 cents the way it looks, right? Now I lost my train of thought. What was I just doing? All right, Tesla. Hold on a second. SRAD. SRAD is so. Oh, it's next week, May 12th. So you know what I'm doing? Yeah, these are so damn illiquid. 22.50s, a $1.20 intrinsic value for a buck. I'm gonna have to go out till June. You want to get fancy and do a vertical call spread? You love those. You love a vertical call spread. Who doesn't? This is a way to make the stock go up, right? You're selling. Yeah, I'll do it with you. Ready? Vertical call spread, he said. I heard those trades never work out. Yeah, but I'm doing it anyway. June 25 calls. And again, I'm starting small. And I'm only going to spread some of it. It's kind of like bait. June 25s for 135. That's the one I want to just own. June 25s for 135. We'll be able to buy more next week, probably for 120. Anything below 150, a June 25 is not a bad price. You're getting 50 days worth of time, and you're just $1.40 out of the money. It's not completely awful. But to help pay for those, you're going to sell the 27.50 calls for May. So even if the stock goes above 27.50, you own the 25 for $1.35, $1.40. They'll be worth $2.50 minimum if you're getting called out at 27.50, but you don't sell as many near-term calls as you do because you don't want to be called out of all of them, but you use those 27.50s near-term as bait. That's my trade right there. I love it. Dude, I'm in. There you go. Let's see if anybody wants to sell them at 20. Boom. You see that, Dave? I got in between the bid and the offer. That's savvy. Savvy, I tell you, Dave. Savvy. So again, this is gambling right at its best. Speaking of gambling, that's what this company does, data analytics for gambling websites. I'm buying $25 calls for June, right? I'm going to start buying these. I'm going to hold them into the earnings. That's going to be my gamble. But to offset some of the costs for the 25s, I'm selling 27.50s for May. And I got done at 25. They're 20 by 30 by now. Oh, no, wait. What did I get done at? I got done at 20. Now they're bidding 20. You could probably sell them at 25 now. Uh-oh. The kids. Anybody still got this stock? See? It got to the VWAP, but didn't break. This ain't going down. Shit. Oh, I thought they were going to give us a nice little faux show. Buy this thing later. So SRAD, if you know anything about this company, hopefully my son will be working here one of these days because that's exactly what he went to school for. I think they're going to have a blowout earnings with EBITDA. They're going to beat on the top line and the bottom line. I have no idea what that means, but it makes you sound smart, right? I actually don't know what that means. The top line and the bottom line. I hear they say that a lot on the earnings reports. No idea what that means. Good to see you, my friend. I saw Batnick the other day. He was in a pleasant mood. He's usually kind of surly about some shit. No, it was actually all right. That was a good time. If you haven't seen what I got, nobody has one of these. An autographed bottle of tequila. Kenny in VWAP We Trust. Brian Shannon. One of one. I could sell this on eBay. It's like every bald guy there who was over 50 had the same story. Yeah, I'm not drinking that much. I'm not smoking anymore. I'm kind of working out now, trying to take care of myself. It was the same conversation amongst all of us. Except my conversation was, I'm going to cave in today. Yeah. I've been saving myself up for the nights when I go out. See? All right. This kids. Oh, shit. You're back in. You're back in, aren't you? You are at 775 or 875. Now, if it doesn't break 885 now, we're in deep shit. There you go. 85. Come on. Oh, we're in deep shit. Big size on the bid. I don't like that guy. And nobody bought any from me at 885. All right, hang in there. 84. He's on the 50, the 45. Oh, hang in there, you piece of garbage. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to eat this one now. Wasn't I just walking away? Wasn't I just leaving? See, now I'm going to throw a couple of $100 out the window. You see that? I was just leaving. We were just leaving. You mind if we dance with your dates? You're going to be dancing with my money soon. See the big size on the bid when he showed up? See, I don't like this guy. The 75 guy ruined it. Now the 65 guy's there. So now if they don't buy from me at 85, we're going to be in store for some chop here. I'm going to have this. I'm lightening up here at 65. I'm taking something off the table. Woo. I got done at 70. Wow. All right. Small loss. I still got some. I'm not letting it roll over without me getting out. I'm hungry. By the way, shh. Market's pulling back. Don't say anything. You see how the big size went to the bid, and next thing you know, the momentum in the stock stopped? You want to see the big size on the offer? You know what? But it's still just consolidating up here. I'm only giving another eighth of a point. For you old school traders, you know what that means, right? An eighth of a point. So if the stock's at 862, what do you think I mean? 850. Right? So now it's 75 or half. It's old school. Right in the middle is the eighth, right? Half, 5/8, 3/4. We need eight and 3/4. Here we go. 8 3/4. Come on. Here we go. 3/4 of trading. Oh, some size there at 3/4. You know what? This stock is acting so much better than I thought it would be at this time. As soon as if I walk out of the room with a stop on, it'll go immediately down. That's why it's inevitable. Whatever I do next will be my last trade. Actually, you know what? I could let it breathe. Let's see how much we want to give it. I don't want to get stupid now. That's the 850, and that's the 844. That's it, 844. All right. I'm going to hang in there with some kids at 844. What did 844 stop? I just crushed it on this trade 3 different times. I couldn't let it go up anymore without me getting back in. I just bought more. I just bought it again at 875. So this one's not working. So if I got to sell it, I will. It's all right. Can't win on every single one. I'll get, and if it does tank, I'm probably going to wind up buying it again. All right. I'll see you guys later. Come to the site. It's been like this every day. There is just an extravaganza of stuff going on. And did we get the Apple? How come I didn't get any Apple? I thought these went down to 5 cents. What? Oh, nope. No, they didn't get to 5. All right. I'm still going to buy those. All right. Might not make it on the kids. It didn't even wait for me to get up. I'm out. Oh, man. First loss of the day, of course. Actually, second loss, I guess. I lost money early on the kids, but I was just taking money out of my own pocket on the overnight. All right, I'm flat now. Let's hope the Q's pull back. Hopefully I get some Apple contracts at a nickel. That'd be nice. I'm going to buy kids back if it's, if it rips down under that 796, 755 area again. All right. Stop back. I'll go back. I'll jump back on live with you guys in an hour or two or so. Farewell.